everybody, and welcome to the channel. We are just starting the journey up Browning Mountain, and at the top we are going to see something very special. To say Indiana Stonehenge conjures up all kinds of thoughts and questions, and these same questions have been asked for well over 150 years. And we're going to get to the top and take a look and see what we think. This is somewhere that I visited 20 years or so ago, and even though there's a foot of snow on the ground, I thought it'd be fun to climb up here to a 900-foot peak in Brown County, Indiana, and see what we can gather from Indiana Stonehenge. So I'm not going to talk a lot. I've got at least 30 minutes of climbing up this trail up Browning Mountain is known as one of the steepest trails in Indiana. A lot of elevation gain in a very short amount of time. So we are going to be out of breath the entire way up, but I will talk to you when we get to the top. Luckily for me, somebody has been up here, which is really helpful because there is a marked trail to get up here, but in the snow, you can't see where that trail goes at all. So I'm taking a leap of faith that the people that left these footprints knew where they were going. As you can imagine, it's pretty cold. It's in the upper teens right now. And with this snow, every step is a struggle as you want to slide down. Okay, I see our first summit up here, but it is the false summit. From up here, I believe we bear to the right and keep climbing. We're actually headed up there. Probably another couple hundred feet up. Up here you can see a orange blaze on the tree to mark the trail. There aren't a lot of those, but I'm sure in the summertime this path is fairly worn, but it does not get a lot of people up here. So it's a good idea. I will pin the GPS coordinates and put those into your phone. My favorite app is OnX Backcountry. You can download the map for this area to your phone, and after that you do not need cellular service. It will track you just as if you had good service. And it will save your bacon if you get lost out in these areas. you'll see there's a lot of down trees. This area had tornadoes that went through a year or so ago. And boy, there's some areas around Brown County State Park and the Story, Indiana area. And the hillsides are just wiped out. Just the trees are snapped off halfway up like matchsticks. So we get to go underneath this one. Yes, these are the stones that create what some people call Indiana's Stonehenge. And unfortunately, I was kind of hoping the sun would have melted off some of this top snow, but it didn't. But you kind of get the idea. So what are these? I am not a geologist, but it's not a crazy hard stone. It's almost like a, it's not really sandstone. Sandstone flakes a little bit easier than that. But it's kind of like a shale or a siltstone. But you can see, look at the straight edge on this. Look at that. Certainly, they do look like they've been hand cut. This looks like a drill mark, but hard to say. Yeah, the snow is really diminishing what I was hoping to be able to see. And there are more than these. Oh, somebody's built a Blair Witch shelter right here. Interesting fact about this area is that the Miami Indians still come up here and pray to the Creator. They believe that this area is protected by someone known as the Watcher. There's folklore about people trying to take these stones to use them for building and building houses and whatever, and bad things happen to those people. I don't know. You can draw your own conclusions. There's once I get the drone up, you'll really be able to see it, but The glaciers stopped just short of this. And when I say just short, I'm talking a mile. So these are not glacial deposits. There's no glacial till in any of this. But one theory is you're talking, a wall of ice, and when that ice melted, it washed away a lot of the dirt down into this valley, and some of the stone could be remnants from where that has been washed away, and these stones happen to break off nice and straight. I've also heard that there's no reason for these stones here, that these stones are not native to this area, that the closest that you can find these types of stones is 90 miles away out of a quarry. I don't know if that's true or not. I've really tried to get information on this, and I can't find anything scientific. A lot of mixed messages. It's really interesting. In 1875, John Collette, the state geologist, mentioned these stones. And in his annual report to the state legislature, he wrote, "Great cubes and columns are scattered on the hillside as if remnants of a Titan's quarry." Now, I really wish that there was more information about these from John Collette, but I've not been able to find any other information. One really interesting fact is when you look at the early maps from the 1870s and 1880s, and when you look at Browning Hill, as it was known then, there is a outline where I'm standing right now. This area was recognized back then, but I have not been able to find any information about any archaeological digs or any type of true scientific research on this area. So you're really left to draw your own conclusions. But anyway, that will wrap this up. I just wanted to take you here. It's a really mysterious, interesting place here in Indiana. And come on up here and take a look at things and draw your own conclusion. I don't know if we'll ever know truly, but regardless, it's a very special area. It's beautiful, and it's definitely worth the leg burn to get up here and take a look. So, like I mentioned earlier, I will put the GPS coordinates for this circle of stones in the description. I appreciate you watching Travis Travels, and like, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next adventure.